Hi everyone, this is Alien Square, and in today's video we'll be focusing on two new strategies for betting on draws. This is for betting on football games and having the bet on draw, and what we want to get from these strategies is to increase our chances of a draw outcome so we can increase our profits. For this I have taken the example of English Premier League. With the season 2020-2021, which is the most recent season that has been completed. We had 380 games being played, and we had 83 of these games ending up in a draw. This is almost 23% draw outcome, and what we want to see with this strategy is to increase the chance of a draw. 23% is bad, so considering the past 9 years of English Premier League seasons, in red we have bad results, in yellow we have average results, and in green we have good results, which means more profits if you're betting on a draw. For this strategy I will be checking teams that have scored more goals in the past season and exclude them from my draw bets. So for example, in this we have the home team in green and then the away team. We're looking at how many goals have they scored in the season 2019-2020 and exclude teams that have scored a lot of goals, and then recalculate to see if the draw outcomes have increased for the next season, for 2020-2021. So as an example, I will be excluding home teams that have scored more than 2 goals by deleting the X's here, and then refresh the formula. We're starting with almost 22% chance of a draw, and after excluding these teams we have almost 23%. So we have increased almost 1.5% just by excluding the teams that have scored more than 2 goals. I will do the same for the away team and then refresh the formula again. This is almost 24% just by excluding these 5 teams. What do we want to get, because a home team has more impact in a draw outcome. So I will be getting lower to above 1.3 goals per game and exclude these teams. And then refresh the formula again. Again, we have increased in our draw outcome to 25.6% by excluding these teams. This would be what I will be using, but if you want to go a little bit farther and exclude teams that have scored more than 1.2 games, we can check that as well. So as you can see, now the draw outcome has increased to 25%. So just by using this strategy and excluding teams that have scored many goals in the past from your draw bets, we have increased from 22, which was in the red, to 27% probability of a draw outcome. This is the first strategy, so feel free to use it and to look at this way of betting on draws. Let's see the second strategy that I want to share. This is for looking at how many games have played from that season. So what I have done here for English Premier League last year, 2020-2021 season, I have divided the season in 3 parts. Meaning looking at how many draws were in the first part, first 130 games, how many draws were in the second part, 120 games, and how many draws there were in the third part of 130 games. As you can see from the graph here, the first part of the season resulted in less draws, so the second part in more draws, and then the third part in some more draws as well. And in order to check this strategy, I have looked 1 year back, and we could see the same result. So we had 21.5 chance of a draw in the first part of the season, then 25% of a draw, then 26. So as you can see here, if you're betting on a draw in the first part of the season, first 130 games, you are more likely to have more losses than betting on the second and third part. For myself, I'm mostly focusing on the second part, so in the middle of the season to bet on draws. Some summary of what could be the betting strategies around draws presented so far. We have the first strategy with selecting what could be a good league with a good chance for having draws. And we've seen in the previous video, I will add the link in the comment section in the description as well. If you're following a good league, that might increase your chances of having a draw. And that could be from 22% as we have last year in Premier League to even 34% in other leagues. And these are mostly second leagues in France or Italy. So, which means that one of 3 games are a draw. This will increase your profit and chances of having a draw result. The second strategy is to exclude teams that have scored many goals in the past year. So we've checked in this video some examples from English Premier League, increasing from 22 to 27% chance of a draw. Third strategy is to exclude games or betting on draws in the third part of the season, because there are less draws in that season and in that part, and we want to bet on draws after, let's say, 130 games have passed. And don't forget, if you're using a strategy for betting on draws, you can choose between increased versus flat bets. A flat bet means that you bet, let's say, €100 on every draw or every match. And an increased bet, it means that you increase your stake if you have a loss. So you lose the first €100 and then increase until you win and get your losses back. For this, I have presented the strategy which you can use, and you can have it. Please follow the link in the description to see how to increase your bets. And for more to come on this channel, more strategies, I will be looking at what is the chance of a draw at halftime, and I will be looking what is the chance of having over 2.5 goals per game. And of course, how we can improve and build the strategies around this type of situations. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. This will help the channel grow and help me to post more strategies in the future. Thank you. This is Alien Square, and best of luck.